Yeah, how niggas is cooking in jail and
Oh yeah,
all
niggas
that.
will cook, niggas will take some fucking, niggas will get some grease, take a bag of barbecue potato chips, crush it up, and take some Jack Mac, clean it, and dip it in some egg, roll it in a bag of barbecue potato chips. That's your batter. Take that, dip that into the hot burning grease. Next thing you know, you got some fried Jack Mac, brother.
Talk about the potato chips. The potato chips, God.
I did. I said crush the potato chips.
Okay.
And use
what
the
other
potato
cuisines
chips
they got
as
in
the
jail?
batter. And shit, brothers could bake cakes and shit out of the microwave. You know what I mean? You got niggas who are skilled chefs out of a microwave
Up
in
north,
prison, yo.
in prison. What
That's
else?
right.
What else they cook?
And you got your regular mess hall food, but you got brothers that, you know, they band together and cook their own shit. They put the microwaves to use. You know what I mean? They'll make anything you want. Them niggas will make out of a microwave, yo. I'm telling you.
Gotta kick it, man.
The best rice in the world, bro. I'm telling you, come right up out of motherfucking one of them cat litter dishes. You know, one of them that niggas will make a bucket of rice out of a big ass pan like that. Have olives in it, octopus, calamari. You know what I mean?
You said dudes be chefs up north?
Yeah, brothers could. Yo, this man. Listen, some of the greatest minds is right there in jail, bro. You know what I mean? Some of the greatest thinkers is right there. See, they're not on the streets, so they got plenty of time on their hands to think about this shit. You got brothers in there that making liquor out of grape jelly and. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but you said they like.
Yeah, you got brothers is making tattoo machines out of clippers.
Word?
Hair clippers.
And you've seen this?
I've seen it.
That's what's up.
Whoa.
That's what's up. So you said they celebrate Thanksgiving and they celebrate Christmas and they have dinners in there.
It's the jail that's like, so it ain't like they really having a party. You know what I mean? It's just that on Thanksgiving in the mess hall they're gonna serve turkey that day. You know what I mean? And really the only brothers that's eating out of the mess hall was the brothers that ain't cooking back in the dorms or in their cell or whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the majority of niggas is cooking their own shit.
What other type of cuisines was they making up there?
All types of shit, man. You name it. The fried calamari, fried octopus.
You said that already.
Fried Jack Mac.
What they do?
I didn't say that already. I said that they put the calamari in the rice. That part ain't fried.
Okay.
When they put octopus in the rice, you know, that's a staple. Whenever they make some rice, they got a couple cans of octopus in that motherfucker. But it ain't fried. It's just cooked with the rice. But brothers will fry that too. You know what I mean?
Word.
And
you tried it? You had some of that?
And you know hell yeah, I had some fried Jack Mac. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Man, that shit is good. I came home feeling for some goddamn fried Jack Mac. Word. You know what I mean?
And how many numbers you do up top?
20 months.
Okay. And you know dudes are still locked down, right? 20
months. Yep.
Dudes like cool dudes.
Yeah, they always keep space for a motherfucker. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be somebody we know in that motherfucker. Always. Whoa.
That's why you know what I mean? I say it's an appreciation of being home with your family, holidays and all that.
No doubt. What I mean? Yeah, that's the worst time in that motherfucker because you thinking about that shit like, damn, it's Christmas. You know what I mean?
Like, kids and all that.
Yeah, you thinking I can't be there for them. You know what I mean? It's like. Oh man, that shit hurts.
It's depressing, right?
Whoa. I remember my daughter said to me, she said, "Daddy, when you come home, I'm gonna take care of you." She was 4 years old, man.
That's crazy. That's nice though.
That shit hurts my heart. Like, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the biggest impact though, is the effect that it have on your kids. You know, if they got to get used to you being gone for 20 months. And then when you come home, they got to get used to you being back. You know what I mean? So it's like you doing a bid and they doing a bid too. Right. You know what I mean? And Shit, when I was up there, I didn't like no visits. Don't come see me.
Word?
I don't intend on ever going back to jail, but don't come see me, because in order to get a visit, you know what I mean, you got to they strip search you.
Right.
Before the visit and after the visit. And if you don't mind fucking bending over, spreading your asshole for them motherfuckers, then cool, you know. Niggas enjoy, they want to visit every week. You know, I guess they ain't got a problem with that part.
Right.
But I had a problem with that part.
It's like 8 hours though, right? 8-hour ride, 9-hour ride up top?
It depends. There's so many different spots. It depends on where you at.
Right.
You know, I was up by Buffalo, New York, Rochester, you know what I mean? I was near Canada.
Yo, what was that bus ride like when you was going up there, guard?
It was dark. We couldn't see out the windows. We was shackled, hands and feet were shackled to our waists. You know what I mean? You couldn't see where you was going. It was uncomfortable as shit. You chained to another motherfucker with a chain going over the seat to another motherfucker, chained to another over the seat to another motherfucker. You know what I mean? That shit is...
It's crazy.
It's the worst, yo.
What was your feelings like though when you was going like on that trip? Like, was you nervous? Was you scared? Was you?
Nah, I wasn't scared. I was just more or less like, I can't believe I'm going through this shit, man.
Or like regret.
I'm like, yo, nothing could, no matter how much I couldn't stand it, there's nothing was gonna change my circumstance at that particular point. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
I just knew, you know, it seemed like the nightmare began when I woke up, not when I fell asleep. You know what I mean? If I fell asleep at all, because I didn't sleep much in that motherfucker.
Word, like the first couple of days in there, you ain't sleep?
I didn't sleep much at all, period. Because, first of all, I got in tune with the law library. So I was up all night studying, trying to find out what the hell was going on. You know what I mean? I had a 7th grade reading level when I went in there.
Word?
You know, when I came out, I had a 12.9, and that's from reading legal cases. I spent so much time in the law library that I started working in the law library. You know what I mean? And then I started getting niggas out. You know what I mean? And then niggas started calling me Johnny Cochran Jr., JCJ, you know? And
that's crazy. You had no physical altercations in there?
Nah, man, niggas loved me in there. Like, bro, niggas, no matter what gang they was from, them brothers would kill somebody for me.
You ain't ran into no righteous brothers in there, no 5%ers?
Oh yeah. There's every type of brother is in there. Word up. You got the Muslims, you got the 5%ers, you got the old timers, you got the Bloods, the Yetas, the Crips. You know what I mean? It's everybody is representing in that motherfucker. But me, none of that shit mattered to me. I was who I was regardless.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a lot of the old timers respect me for that, because I stand on my own. I believe what I believe. Like, I don't, you know, I ain't conforming to what somebody else think just to be down and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had my own influences and insight before I got in there. You know
what was the guards like? Was they wicked? Was they wicked?
Nah. You got some brothers that was living foul. You know what I mean? But niggas would call them up on that shit. You know what I mean? So they had to clean up their act.
Right.
Word, you know, so it's like, you know, you couldn't be fronting. If you wanted to be righteous and savage at the same time, then, you know, you couldn't, you know, east is east and west is west. The twain shall never meet. You know, you got to pick one or the other. You know what I mean? So, you know, them brothers had a decision to make.
Anybody take their life in there?
Anybody take their life? What?
Yeah, or lose their life or take their life.
Have niggas ever died in jail? Hell yeah. Yeah, niggas die. Niggas get cut every day. There's blood dripping out of that motherfucker every day. I seen the police take motherfuckers out 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, throw them in a Cherokee Jeep in the middle of the night, drive off with the motherfuckers and never come back.
Wow. You don't know if he dead or alive or none of that?
Don't know shit. I seen officers with tattoos on their arms with
swastikas?
A white baby holding a black baby up by his neck.
That's crazy.
From a rope. That was traditional among a lot of them COs up there. to have that tattoo, that same tattoo.
A lot of them are from the town up there, though, right? That's why they wasn't used to dealing with blacks, I heard. Because they was from them.
Those jails bring jobs
upstate.
to Western New Yorkers. You know what I mean? A lot of Western New Yorkers. The prison is laid out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, there ain't no 7-Eleven across the street.
Right.
You can't run to the store. This shit is in the middle of fucking nowhere. So the jail is bringing money to the local economy, and it's also bringing jobs. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And one of the reasons why they stopped college in prison is because those Western New Yorkers were saying, listen, we can't afford to fucking send our children to college, but if these niggas is in jail,
getting a free degree,
they getting a free education. And that's true. Like, niggas get the best health care in the motherfucking world is right there in jail. Shit, if I was in prison right now, goddamn it, I would get motherfucking free glasses, motherfucking hearing aids, dental, you know what I mean? Free medical. They got the best medical coverage in the world. You know what I mean? But
so, like I said, like you said, there's brothers in there right now that's still there from when the time you got out to now. They still in there.
Oh yeah, I was in there with people with 64 numbers.
Woo!
Word up. I was in there with people with 64 numbers.
Did you turn that off? That generator? Yeah. That was a fan or a generator?
It's just
little noise and shit, you know what I mean?
I gotta lift up my armrest in order to
no, go ahead, keep it. Kick it. That's all good. Let's get closer and all that. I don't want to get too close.
Yeah, so there was there's brothers in there that I knew life is. I was in the Attica hub.
Uh-huh.
I was in Orleans Correctional Facility. It's a Max B facility. If you do good in Attica, they'll send you to Orleans. Orleans is a controlled movement jail. You can go, there's shit you can do, like you can, leave the dorms and go to the athletic bubble or go to the yard or go to the library or go to the gym. But those movements were controlled. You had to wait for them to come on a speaker and say, attention in the compound. We now have a 5-minute rec movement for Alpha, Baker, Frank, and George dorms. You know what I mean? And then niggas hurry up and move from one place to the other. And when that 5 minutes is up, a bell will ring. And if you're caught at a place at that time, then you would catch a disciplinary. You know what I mean? And so when brothers would do good in Attica and get sent to Orleans is a dormitory setting. There's 90 men in one room. And they got these dorms that's right next to each other. There's a locked door in between so that the officers could assist in the other dorm if they had to. But the niggas from Attica couldn't deal with that open setting.
Right.
They were more comfortable being isolated in their cell. So what they would do is when they get to Orleans, they say, yo, fuck this shit, I can't take it, man. I gotta go back to Attica. They'll take a tuna fish top, fold that shit over, and slice somebody's throat with that shit to get back to Attica.
So they just slice anybody they think is like a come up.
Whoever the fuck getting their way, you know what I mean? Whoever's the sacrificial lamb at that particular point. And I rode past Attica. Attica has a medium security facility jail right next to it. I forget the name of it, but Attica got this big ass 60-foot wall that goes around the whole goddamn thing. Mm-hmm. And every time that I pass that facility, there's always a dark cloud sitting over that. Whenever you pass Attica Correctional Facility, if you looked it up and Google Earth that shit right now, I bet you it's not a sunny day.
Wow.
It's not a sunny day.
Wow. That's crazy. You still speak to any of them brothers?
And there's a time in period. The one brother I was talking to, he passed away recently. Young brother, man, he died. I seen it on Facebook. I was shocked. Whoa. But there's a period in time in September where You know, they had the Attica riots back in, I think, 1971. It was in September, and you know, some inmates had lost their lives during the Attica riots. So to commemorate the anniversary of that, damn, where's that smoke coming from?
It's coming from the
thing.
smoke.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to commemorate the memory of that, there's a time period in September where your ass better not go get no fucking. They don't eat that day.
Right.
Nobody go to the mess hall, and when they call for chow, motherfuckers got their mirrors out seeing who's going to chow. Because if your ass go to chow, you're going to get fucked up. You know what I mean? On that particular day, there's nobody go to chow. You know what I mean? It's like a agree, and that's with every facility across the fucking, every facility in America. On that day, they don't eat that day. It's a date in September that they don't eat in the mess hall on that date to commemorate the Attica riots of 1971. Well,
that's ill. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What other facts that people might not know about prison and all that?
Definitely.
And I'm saying, what else you know? What else? Yeah, what else?
Shit, whatever you need to know. I worked in the law library, so I had to know a lot of shit.
That's ill that you said that. Like, you ain't have not one physical altercation while you was in jail.
Nah, I almost had one fight, and I was in the gym, you know what I mean, playing basketball. Word. This white boy he fouled me hard, I fouled him hard, you know what I mean? And it was about to get ugly. And then I said to myself, you know what? I'm not gonna play no more motherfucking basketball, because if I want to keep my record clean, I can't be getting into no fucking scuffles and altercations and shit.
Right.
Over some dumb shit, because that type of shit will get you
more time.
When you want to get out and you waiting for these people to look at they looking at your institutional record, they looking at your past record, you know what I mean, and they want to make a judgment, you know what I mean, to decide whether you fit to go back out in society or not. You know what I mean? And they make these judgments long before you actually come before them and sit before them. You know what I mean? That decision is already made. Because I remember when I sat down at the parole board, when I walked in, there was a black parole commissioner. Her hair was fucked up. It was all over the place. I was like, whoa, what the hell? And I was like, why would she wear her hair like that? Just I don't know if it's people to look at it, but when I walked in, and I sat down, she was already writing down my conditions of release. You know what I mean? So, and when I walked out of there, I had a tear rolling down my eye when I walked out of there, and I walked right into the bathroom. And brothers knew that shit. They was like, yo, look at that. Yo, why he crying? Oh, shit, he going home. I was the only black motherfucker that went home in September of 1998. I was the only black motherfucker who made the board.
Damn.
Word.
That's ill. Word up. That's ill. And you said you that was the only time you almost got into a physical altercation was with the white boy, with the white dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other time you
got along with the brothers.
Brothers loved me, yo. They would nothing. There's no way that anything would happen to me without a lot of motherfuckers flipping the fuck out. You know what I mean? Word up.
That's crazy. Word, that's dope, man. Word, yeah. You survived it. You know what I mean? Like, that's commendable, bro. I ain't did no time and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did that shit one time, yo.
And you said there was 5%ers up there because you once was part of the 5% nation.
Absolutely, I built with the guards. I built with the Muslims. I built with all of them. Like, you know what I mean? I had,
like what's today's mathematics?
Like today's mathematics is wisdom, power, refinement, all being born to God.
And break that down. Can you manifest that? Anybody? What you looking at? You always looking at stuff in the yard, God.
Nah, somebody just walked up in here. I just seen it. I'm paying attention, brother. I'm paying attention. We talk about prison, nigga. Hey. You know my eyes stay behind me.
Word.
You know what I mean?
From black rabbits to
prison.
rabbits.
I'm more paying attention to what's coming up. All right, now they walking back in the house.
Okay,
I'm more paying attention to what's going on behind me. Car just rolled by. You know what I mean? Like.
Thanks.
My eyes is in all three of these mirrors.
But break it down a little more, because about the 5%ers and all that God, and why black man is God and all that.
Why the black man is God?
Yeah, like the 5%er, like, you know what I mean? Like, why they say that? Why they say God? Where they originated from?
Well,
That should be
first
part
of
two.
all,
Break it down.
in the beginning, if you want to take it to the Bible, you know what I mean? First of all, God said, "Let us make man in our image and in our likeness." So us and our is plural, not singular. That means more than one. So who was he talking to? He was talking to the female side of God. You know what I mean? So if you deal with anthropology, you know what I mean, and archaeology, it's a fact that we are the original people of the earth. You know what I mean? They have the some of the oldest bones that they've ever found. They call Xanthropus, which means black man. And then they found bones older than that they refer to as Lucy, because black women possess the mitochondrial Eve gene that's responsible for producing all of humanity. So black men and women are the mothers and fathers of civilization. And if there wasn't no God, it would be easily for women to be conceived as God, because women have been here. It's through the womb of a woman that we are born, that we're born.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So we're just individuals, but a woman is a nation. You know what I mean? She
Facts.
bears the children. She's the first mother. She's the first doctor, nurse, and teacher in the home. You know what I mean? So
what else could you let brothers know about the 5%ers and all that?
Well, knowledge is infinite. You know what I mean? So we can't even squeeze that into a little, 3-minute podcast. You know what I mean?
No. Just
knowledge
a little bit.
Knowledge is ongoing. Learning is ongoing. You know what I mean? It's like, how far you want to take this conversation. You know what I mean?
Just a little bit.
What is the total circumference of the planet Earth? 23,786,000 square miles, approximately 24,000 miles. Is there 24 hours in a day? No, it's actually 23 hours and 56 minutes, something like that. You know what I mean? It depends on where you want to go.
What's up? So, all right, so this Christmas and all that, we're going to end it. But why you think people should just appreciate just being home, their families, their health and all that? You know what I mean?
Why people should appreciate being home?
Yeah, just not even the Christmas. 'Cause I know you against Christmas. You don't say no Christmas. But what I know, you know what I mean? Like
well, put it this way. I'm not against it. I'm not against it, but I don't promote it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because I know the science behind it. I know that December 25th was really Nimrod's birthday. And I know the Bible in Jeremiah says, do not follow the ways of the heathen, because the heathen goes out into the wilderness, chop down the evergreen tree, brings it home, and decks it with silver.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So
they might not be ready for all that.
I'm trying not to follow the ways of the heathen.
Don't follow the ways of the heathen. Word up.
Word. But family is important, especially at a time like this, because we're living in a world that's trying to disrupt family and, employ that divide and conquer strategy socially among human beings. And I was about to dive into a topic that might be too controversial.
We're going to say that for the next show.
Word, all right.
But you drop super degrees on everybody. But just, let everybody know we're going to do this quite often. We don't know we're going to do it every week, but you know what I mean? Just let dudes know you ain't no dummy.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt. Learning is ongoing. I'm striving. I'm learning every day.
Word. We go back to 1979, man.
No doubt.
Appreciate you, man.
3 decades.
3 decades. Word up, man. Your family and your kids, hope everybody good. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Or the seeds. I met your youngest seed yesterday in Walmart.
True.
But you know what I mean? Go prosper and just enjoy the day, man. Word up. All right.